I get on the horn. It's time to go, people.
Yep. We haul Nemesis up the ramp.
All right.
And then very carefully also over the horn, I say, Mercure Corps is going to pay us big bucks for this one.
Think you're laying it on a little thick there, Zoe.
Don't use my name over the radio. How many times do I have to say?
I just yelled it.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
call over the radio.
Look, you never know. What I think is going to happen is people are going to be like, no, it's too obvious that it was Mercure Corps. That's how they get you. They're trying to throw us off the fact that it is actually Mercure Corps by saying that it's Mercure Corps.
Take
Something
off,
Mercure
you
Corps would never
fucking
do.
lunatic.
This is how somebody with a fucking conspiracy wall talks. Oh my god.
Have you been updating your conspiracy wall?
Yes.
I see.
Have any of you guys ever played Outer Wilds?
I thought about it.
I keep meaning to get it because I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Not
but no.
And just to be clear, not Outer Worlds, which is the one
Yeah.
with the dude with the moon.
Right.
hat.
The Outer Wilds is the one with you go explore a bunch of planets and then time loops.
Okay, so that has the best conspiracy wall / quest tracker I've ever seen, and I fucking love it.
Huh.
Anyway, yeah.
Is it trying to make sense of time loopage on that conspiracy wall?
There's some sort of
spoilers,
mystery that
bro.
you solve.
Jesus.
As I understand it, the point of the game is there's some sort of mystery that you need to solve throughout these
Okay.
time loops.
Hey, blame Lulu for that one. He's the one that said time loops.
But yeah, it did.
Well, that
Basically,
part's not.
you explore a solar system and it loops. And...
Yeah, the looping is actually in the description of the game, so that part's not a spoiler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it happens like 40 seconds in anyway, so.
Well, it can happen faster than that.
It's literally in the description of the game, though. It mentions.
Actually, no. If you die before you start the loop, the credits roll, which is hilarious to me.
That's
outstanding.
awesome.
Dude, yeah, that's a good touch. Games need more of that stuff.
Anyway,
all right.
conspiracy wall. Yes, it's being updated.
So, here you are, with Zoe pushing Natario out of the pilot seat, and everyone walking down in the cargo portion of your drop pod. There is frantic action in the drop pod as everyone does lock down. Whoops! And hang on real quick.
Is there like a co-pilot seat? I don't like the phrase pushes. Just taking over, you know.
There isn't really a co-pilot for drop pod.
Okay. She moves to the navigating console or whatever.
Natario has
over.
shifted aside for
Yes, there we
for Zoe to take the pilot seat as Zoe clambered in and barked, "Move aside."
Look, we all know who's the better pilot here. I didn't have to say shit. My mere presence caused them to step aside.
Everyone knows who's in charge.
Yeah, that's fair. That's good enough. I'll take that.
Everyone knows who gives them their paychecks.
Elena is still on the guns, so Natario is basically just in a passenger seat.
Superfluous to needs.
She's a co-pilot in the sense that if Zoe freaks out or dies through some horrible misfortune, she will begin piloting.
Yeah. Yep. Fair.
However, she's still being useful. She's now taking, keeping a closer eye on the instrument panels and marking the distance of Atmo flyers. She's identified 3 Union Atmo flyers coming towards you very rapidly, and she says that they are at 550 meters, 600 meters, and 700 meters, and they're firing on you. Let's clear the initiative order. I don't need the turn tracker anymore. I know when things happen now. And put a initiative on this. Thank you.
Hey, Dex, I have a small question.
I'll have a small answer.
Okay. Can we give it? Is there like enough small pressurized areas on in the drop pod that we could plausibly open up the back of the drop pod and have the grav tank also fire out of it?
Not really.
Damn, because that would have been awesome.
The drop pod is basically an armored cargo container.
So, like, ammo flyers are just kind of like flying cars, right? They're not like
Apple
ships.
flares can be anything from helicopters without
Oh.
blades to fighter jets.
Jets. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that can hover.
Stuff that could threaten the.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely equipped with heavy weapons.
Okay.
That we are definitely on the ground, which is not a good place to be fighting Atmo flyers.
You are, I assume Zoe is currently taking off or starting to take off
okay.
from the building.
Yeah, I mean, I would have taken off as soon as I got in. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all no. We're all just sitting down on the ground. Where he's like, "What are we waiting for?" Oh right, we should go.
If Rosario hadn't been sitting here doing the checklist, like while we were doing whatever, I would fucking fire Natario.
Nope, she had this she had the drop pod ready to fire as soon as somebody said go.
Okay, good. Hey, aw.
Ooh,
Hey.
hey.
Are we rolling the initiative?
Oh, do we need an initiative for Elena?
No.
Gonna go on my initiative. Okay.
Whoops. Actually, that should have been 3 separate. That's annoying. Well, it was a 1 and a 7 and a 1.
I have thrown my 2 onto the field.
Okay.
Yeah,
Un-
Charlie's gonna fuck him up with his mind. Could be dope.
I was going to ask, is it a possibility to throw an EMP that way? They are helicopters.
You don't have windows.
Does he need?
Yeah,
You
he
think
Can
crack
he
the
not do
door
it
open,
through
maybe?
like electronic line of sight?
no, he needs to be able to see with unaided vision.
I guess my question there is, can we briefly crack the thing open for like a second to get like one shot off from both the grav tank and Charlie?
I feel like didn't we do something similar with Charlie the last time we were taking off?
You
I
had
don't remember.
Charlie on the outside,
This was the case.
Ah.
if I remember right.
I feel like we told everybody to get in, and then we
Yeah.
were taking off. So I
Yeah.
feel like that has passed.
It
I
really,
think we'll be fine.
yeah, it really isn't worth too much consideration. Elena is on guns, and
they're also Atma flyers, so they can't exactly chase us past a certain point.
right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I also did not.
Okay. So you said also that this only goes up and down, but it doesn't have the capability of jinking.
It has as much capability of jinking as its AC gives it. Not really.
Okay. All right. Fair
It
enough.
still is. I mean, it's.
I mean, I imagine a drop bot is usually more focused with getting down on the planet and a little bit less on the extraction part.
Yeah, I mean, the best you can
But-
really do is I've allowed it to hop, to make little adjustments on the ground. So I mean, you could stop accelerating, and cant yourself and try and flip over to the side. You could jink a very slow moving attack or a very inattentive gunner.
Right.
But it really isn't designed for all of that. If you,
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on if the ammo flyers have a turret on their front or if they have fixed forward guns, because you can slow down and make them overshoot you.
Mhm.
But if they have a turret, that doesn't matter because they just keep shooting at you. So I guess
Are we in?
we need to know more about these Atmo flyers.
Are we? Is this like? Here's another question. Is this in like combat rounds where it's 6 seconds, or is it like ship combat where it's 15 minutes a thing? Because if it's 15 minutes a thing, we only have to survive 1 round.
And
Well,
this is
we're in vehicle combat.
yeah.
How long is vehicle combat rounds?
You're in narrative combat right now, so
We're in a chase scene.
essentially, yeah.
This is the epic escape from the heist, except for there's no like city to drive through. It's just a straight line, fucking what do they call drag race?
Oh no, there's a debris fall. Actually, I did like those book I read where the I read that the world is surrounded basically by a shell of platforms floating around it. Could have
Okay.
the chase scene there.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to leave the ship without depressurizing the whole cabin?
No.
Damn.
Well, I mean, there's the airlock in the cabin part of the dropship, right?
Not really. It's just a door. The cabin is too small to actually have an airlock. It's like a shuttle in that regard. When you open a door, you've depressurized the entire thing.
Is there a door down into the bay?
I don't think so.
Well, then how the hell did I go from the tank to the cockpit?
I assume Zoe ran around.
Oh,
I feel
Okay.
like we don't have the best designed drop pod in the world. The more I
mean,
ponder
like,
it.
I understand why there's only one door, but like if there's a door between the cockpit and the bay, then you can just leave that door closed and open the other one. And everybody in the cockpit's in vac suits anyway, right? I assume everybody in the cockpit's in vac suits.
I don't
We
know.
weren't in vac suits then. Wow, because we had to wear combat field uniforms.
Yeah, I
don't
guess.
think-
All right.
I don't think you can wear a vac suit over that, can you?
No, you can't.
Can a force construct be made airtight?
Yes.
Why don't you
So-
guys? You definitely want. It sounds like you definitely want to do something other than just be shot at and leave. So why don't you tell me what you want to do?
The well, hold on. So we don't have how many would we have? Oh no, we have more than. Never mind. Oh, so we have way more than Charlie can shield.
Yeah, you do.
They have. Can Inataria, can you give me a reading on what the fuck these ammo flyers are?
Uh,
I need more information.
she tells you that they have guns she hasn't seen before, and they appear to be more like railguns, so they are probably fixed, mounted.
Yeah, because that takes a lot of space. All right. Well, the only problem there is we can't really jam their railguns. The dumb munition. The good news is it's just gonna go through and through. So as long as you don't, as long as you're not in the way, like makes a small little hole. Hey, and then you'll have the window to look out of.
Knox, what would you like Charlie to attempt to do? Some of the restrictions that you have are I misspoke earlier. Yes, you can open the pod, the cargo container. You're in atmosphere right now. There's no harm in that.
Well, it's
Unless we're
gonna.
not strapped in, we fly out. But you know,
It is gonna take 10 minutes to get to the ship, so presumably at least 3 minutes of that is still in safe atmosphere. We'll just go with that. 3 minutes is still in safe atmosphere. So as long as that door can get closed back up and there are no mechanical issues that crop up, then leaving the cargo container or opening that door is safe.
I'm going to list my assumptions and then list my thought process around them.
Okay, go ahead.
First assumption is that there is a door that I can cover up with what is it? Telekinetic construct.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Continue.
Wait, what are you doing?
He's gonna make a force
I'm
field.
I'm seeing if I can make a force field to prevent the cabin from
like-
depressurizing, so that I can just fucking open a door and fire out of it.
like a force airlock.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To
Can
make,
you
make
do-
a force airlock and then use that to get line of sight.
All right.
I don't know how psychic powers work, but can you do both of those things at the same time?
No, it takes 2 turns.
Yeah, it'll take 2
Okay.
turns.
Oh, okay.
It can. I think the force construct can stay in place while he does the
Yeah.
other thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I was
Yeah.
really asking.
It's not like I don't think it has concentration like fifth edition.
Can you?
Gotcha.
D&D.
All right, so this is one of those things where I'm trying to remember how exactly it works with regards to the point of reference. Can you? So force constructs are completely still unless you intentionally move them, right?
I will allow it to remain anchored to the cargo container for this.
Okay.
I'm not
So
making
you
a
can't-
permanent
you-
ruling on that,
it-
but for
It's
this it'll work.
static relevant to the thing in motion, because otherwise you have to question, oh, should it not just shear through the planet because the planet's
Right.
spinning?
Stop it! Stop.
It's the old immovable rod thing. That is just like
Nox,
what I'm making sure of.
What is your
You
second
can set your own
assumption?
point of reference.
Nerds.
But, hey. Dex,
What did you
don't
expect?
look at me and tell me you've never used an immovable rod with the point of reference of the nearest star and used it as a siege device. We've all done that.
I've been a
I need to
GM
point
more.
out here because I'm a. Go ahead.
I've been a GM more than I've been a player, so I've said no to that more than I've tried it.
I haven't used it as a siege device, but I've definitely used it to plow a field.
Yeah, that works.
I'm definitely gonna have to come in here because I'm a Giga nerd and I've actually read the lore for D&D, but there isn't space in D&D.
That's true.
All right.
It's just a liquid outside. You don't move through space.
Second assumption.
Space is actually a liquid. The second assumption was that the telekinetic construct could be airtight, so it wouldn't
that's fine.
depressurize thing if I made the okay. The only assumption after that is that I could fucking open the door, peek my head out, and fire EMP.
Yes, you should be able to do that.
Awesome. That's my plan over the next 2 turns.
Okay.
Until I run out of focus.
It is likely to cause damage to the drop pod. That door is not supposed to be open during flight, and so you'll have to spend some time and parts on repairs. But go ahead and roll your initiative.
I figure the parts we spend on repairs will be cheaper than the parts it'll take if we all blow up in orbit.
Yeah, well, human life is pretty cheap. So you did roll initiative, but you weren't. You didn't have your POG selected. So let's go ahead and put you in.
I can't select my POG.
Yep, I'm gonna help you with that.
Thank you.
And add turn, and you got a 2.
Negative 2.
I wonder if I can add
Not
more
1
turns
plus
to this
1.
one. Yes, I can physically add more turns to these. Not that I think I will need to. Right? Oh, one of those was a 7. Okay. So, the first one is not hesitating. As soon as your engines light up, it is firing what you very quickly Nova is not firing the cannon outside of the drop pod.
He definitely is.
Why did Charlie get 2? There we go. Hang on. Okay. Sort it once more. There we go. What comes across is very strange sounding. It's like these these ballistics that are coming at you from a heavy machine gun like weapon are piercing the sound barrier and then wrapping it around themselves. It's very hard to describe, very strange. If you're familiar with cavitation through water, this is cavitation through air, and depending on their roll, through your cargo pod. Oops, I forgot to minus the 7 from that because their speed is 5, your speed is 2. That's how vehicle combat works. But even -7, that still hits your AC of 10.
Well, let's
Target
hope it
5
doesn't
AC
hit
10?
anything important on the way through.
I'm actually. Wait. Hold on. Need to get this book open again.
If the target is moving, subtract the speed from the hit roll, and if the attacker is in a moving vehicle as well, also subtract their speed. Attacks against vehicles are AC 10.
All right.
So it does do 10 damage to your grav tank, which has 50 hit points. Zoe, you hear these rounds clearly intended as armor-piercing rounds. They are thunking against the armor of your drop pod and the cargo container with its precious cargo within. They've not pierced anything, but you're definitely getting bits of armor taken off.
Right. I want to rotate the drop pod as we're going up so that the tank is as much. It's basically so the tank is between all the squishy bits.
Okay.
And the people shooting at them.
All right.
Double grav tank.
Let's get a pilot check from you.
I'm putting as much armor between you guys as I possibly can. Dex, right? Yeah. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. This is a new scene. You can.
Nope, not Constitution. Come on.
Well,
Jesus
damn.
fucking Christ.
Did we use the plan reroll? I think we did.
No, I don't think you even used any plan aid checks.
I haven't used any aid checks. I know that.
I'm not sure that
I'm
there
trying to
is
remember
a...
if I used it for. No, I think I just used my reroll. I think for the.
Yeah. Yeah, you still have a plan reroll.
Oh.
And this is part of the plan. Escape was always
Yeah.
part of the plan.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Okay,
Oh
so
no,
I
we
can
forgot to play the escape.
re-roll again.
Go ahead.
I think we need a better pilot.
I think that I just needed you to say that so that I could get angry. You know.
Does Arch, narrate this. Does Notario push Zoe out of the way and take controls, or is something?
No.
Okay, what's happening here?
See, the problem was this whole time Notario was doing the checklist or whatever, she forgot to put the seat back forward, and her legs are longer than
blame
mine. I couldn't reach the rudders.
Notario.
I couldn't reach the rudders. What do you want from me?
Throwing Notario under the grav tank.
Yeah, look. I'm trying to rotate, and I couldn't get full extension. What do you want from me?
Okay, that is sufficient to truly gun it. You will be subjected to attacks for only the remainder of this round.
Nope. Hey, Elena. You see those planes? I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
Return fire.
Blow them the fuck up.
Let's put Elena after Charlie.
I thought Elena went on my turn. All right.
Oh,
fine.
did I? I did say that.
Yeah.
Shoot them.
All right. Somebody
Shoot
pull up Elena's
them.
sheet and. Oh, I didn't give you guys any weapons, did I?
Nope.
I still didn't.
We don't need weapons.
You don't need weapons.
Nemesis, you wanna shoot the guns?
Sure. Yeah, I pulled up Atlanta's sheet.
Okay.
Do we have? I feel like we had a special thing for Elena shooting. Oh, here. No.
Yep.
What do we roll on Elena's sheet? Yeah, I remember that. Just roll a weapon attack with +2.
Yeah. So you could just roll d20 plus 4.
Actually, no.
No?
Because she had the drug that lets you roll skill checks for.
Not a skill check.
She has a. Fuck. What was it called?
Tsunami.
Again? Tsunami.
Okay.
Yeah.
That gives her a +1, or is it +2 to attack?
I think it was +2.
So then she gets to roll a d20 +6. However, she has the same penalties, and we're going to do it right this time, of -7 for everyone's speed. So she's rolling d20 -1 against an AC of 10.
Actually, hold on.
All right.
No, not Tsunami. She actually had Reverie.
Oh,
Reverie.
That was it.
give me a moment here.
Much. That slows their reaction speed.
She had Reverie and then Psych. Up.
I not even.
Not Psych up. God, I can never remember what we call physical
So
one.
is this happening every 6 seconds? Because if so, Reverie is probably not a great idea, right?
Why wouldn't it be?
She would only
Because
act on
they
every
only
even
act
round.
every other round.
Oh, is
And
that
we're-
what it does?
Yeah.
We're only
Yeah.
getting one round out of this.
Hold
Use
on,
that for
let me-
use that if you're like doing like a sniper thing.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, forget that. Roll that back.
Yeah.
I completely missed that part. I wouldn't have given her that then. Never mind.
Yeah, Reverie
she
is
would
for
have
when
s-
like you've got a lot of people and you just need to roll 2d6 to try and even the odds of hitting
Right.
something.
No, she'd have Tsunami then. Never mind.
Okay.
So
So-
-1.
d20 -1.
Whoops.
You suck. You suck. You suck, Elena.
That
yes,
was
Elena. Yes, Elena.
your railgun. You've got 2 anti-vehicle lasers.
All right. The anti-vehicle list is get a +1.
No, they don't.
Railgun?
No.
Okay.
More like a rail rifle?
For the
Jeez.
for the drop pod, I
Ah.
thought you'd.
Oh, jeez.
It doesn't matter what it's equipped with. It doesn't.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Elena, you genuinely suck.
Fired.
No, I'm sure there's some confounding factors for some reason. I'm sure.
Yeah, the fact that the drop pod is screaming away at double speed.
Yeah. We're getting the hell out of there.
And you're getting the hell out of there. So, Nox, I will let you get Charlie out on the cargo container and do his EMP all in this one non-6 second exact round. But the reorientation of the drop pod to put the armored portion, the cab, in front of the container means that he's coming out the back and he cannot see them if he stays inside.
Fellas, is it lethal to be outside as the ship enters orbit?
It's probably pretty tough. I mean,
Yeah.
sticking to the outside is going to be pretty tough. We're under a certain amount of G.
You got the pressure field, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't think it matters for you.
Pressure field will tolerate a certain amount. I will let impact sump substitute for the the rest of the atmospheric damage that you would otherwise incur. And well, really, Charlie can get back inside and put his force construct up again, anyways, before all that comes into play.
Well,
Now,
hold on.
by atmospheric damage, do you mean like air resistance or something?
Yeah, you're. I mean, I imagine that somebody clinging to the side of the space shuttle as it goes up is probably going to have a bad day, and this is going twice as fast. 3 times as fast, actually.
Yep. I just needed to make sure I had enough effort to do all of this. I have 3 uncommitted efforts, so I will commit 1 for the scene and 2 for the day then.
Okay.
And that's all my effort. I'm spent.
What are the 2 for the day?
Impact Sump and EMP. Those
Well-
are both dailies.
I'll take back the impact sump. If Charlie gets back in the cab, then he doesn't need to do that. Not in the cab, in the container. He would just need to
Wait,
drop
hold
the
on.
construct and bring it back.
Hold on. What's the impact sump for then? Because there's no like single point of damage here.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't-
I'm allowing it
Yeah.
to work.
Yeah, we're rolling that back.
Okay.
At this point, Charlie's just getting used to it. And actually, I don't know. Are we traveling faster upwards than we would be traveling downwards? Just in a free fall?
Well, kinetic transversal means that he just naturally clings to the surface as it goes up.
As a person, I honestly think that all of it is stretching each of the abilities a bit, because kinetic transversal shouldn't be able to resist that much pressure, I think, or that much force. But you guys are also almost level 9, so you want to do a cool thing. I'm going to set aside my own reservations. Huh. Interestingly, the turn order appears to only be showing... Oh, you guys aren't on the gridless grid, that's why.
Oh.
Interesting. And now you don't see a turn order at all. That's annoying. Alright, well, whatever. So is this something that Charlie still wants to do?
I will put it in. I'm already committed to it. So.
Okay. There are cries of alarm as as Charlie opens the cargo container door. Does he respond to any of that? Or has he told
He's just
anyone what
trying
he's doing beforehand?
No, he went to the door, threw up the construct and slipped out.
Okay. Slipped out and then threw up the construct. Yes.
The other way around.
Oh, is he putting it behind him?
Yeah, it's like a bubble. I
Okay.
guess it's enough space for him to walk back in, but he threw it up before he opened the door so that it wouldn't depressurize the cabin.
I'm maybe not understanding what he's doing with this. I kind of was picturing just a flat screen that would act as the as a wall, essentially.
I was picturing it as more of a hemisphere.
Okay.
And it accomplishes the same thing. It's just it also allows him to stand in the doorway with it closed before it goes in, so that if he needs to open it and walk out while there's no atmosphere, he doesn't kill everyone there.
I'm confused. Why not just put it like why not just open the door, put it in front of you, and then fire out anyway? Because you only need line of sight. You don't need like to shoot through anything.
Well, no, because the cargo the
Ship's
drop.
facing the wrong way.
Yes. He actually needs to be outside to be able to see the helicopters.
Okay.
The door opens
So,
out
yeah,
this
it
way,
was-
and helicopters or grav flyers are over here. There's my fantastic grav flyer. Oh, I put you
if
guys
you are
on a...
drawing a thing, I can see none of it.
No, I put you guys on the wrong thing again. Here we go. And now you can see the turn order. Yeah, I never knew it worked like that. Interesting. Okay. And then of course the cab of the drop pod. This isn't actually what your drop pod looks like, because that would be a pretty silly looking drop pod. It looks a lot cooler than this.
No, Dex. It's like a
perfect.
box connected to a thing.
Well,
There is
that's the
absolutely
cargo
no way
lighter.
you can make.
No, that's the
There's
cargo lighter.
absolutely no. There is absolutely no way you can make the drop pod look cool. Just how ridiculous it's been designed.
Some of that is me, because I don't really know all the mechanics involved and gamifying things. But I insist that it does look cooler than drawn.
I've gained the ability to draw.
Oh, very good.
Do-do-do-do.
So you're talking about a let's see, the container part is say 2 meters wide, and you've got a 3 meter cube into which you can draw your construct, right?
Yep. So
Okay.
I just kind of like drew the shape. It's just fucking. It's a little bubble goes from the floor to above the door.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll
Just a
me
little-
a telekinesis check?
Sure thing. Let me open up my character sheet and try and navigate.
How about I roll it for you?
I've already reached it.
Okay. All right. Charlie manages to get a shape that allows him to kind of. I'm actually picturing it more as a drop-down bubble, like a teardrop shape.
Sure thing.
And it lets him be kind of a under turret gunner with his EMP. Undercarriage turret. And he can hit one of them. They are too spread out to hit multiples at once.
Hoping that one of them not being in the equation anymore makes the other ones leave. Do I have to roll something for EMP?
Just damage, I believe.
No, they get a physical save. Oh, never mind, they do get,
You want to just click the EMP and put it in chat? There we go.
Oh, I have to open up a new character sheet.
Oh, oops, sorry.
I accidentally centered my sheet on the, on EMP, and so now I couldn't scroll anymore.
All right.
It's a long written power.
Yes. So grab flyers are excluded from the automatic effect, and you're doing damage to him instead.
Yeah. Yep, and so I guess they would be considered attended items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
They'd also be considered objects larger than a motorcycle.
so they're disabled or destroyed unless they if they fail a physical save. Targets with hit points take D12 plus Con or Wisdom with a modifier with a physical save for half damage instead. So let's make a D12 go. So that's 6.
Well, it's a D12 per telekinesis level.
Oh. So I'll roll 3d6 instead?
I
Or
roll
do you want
two.
me to keep that one and roll 3d6?
Yeah, just roll 2 more. Okay, so 19 plus your con or whiz are both plus 1s.
Yeah.
Okay. So 19 plus 3 is, by my math, 22. That doesn't destroy the grab flyer outright. It leaves it with 3 hit points. But at less than half its hit points, it does slow it. Now, did Charlie try to target one that did not fire already? Well, I mean, that would be metagaming. We've had conversations
I would say
about that.
he targeted whichever one was closest.
Okay. Fair enough. That does cause some hesitation from the other two, but they are still firing.
Okay.
This is a +4 with a -11 now, so -7. Oh,
Oof.
Yeah, can we like fire Elena and hire whoever's gunner on these things?
yeah. You wanna stop ascending and open up a line of communication?
No, just keep going.
18 more damage.
All right. Well, the good news is that we're about to leave because we could not take another round of that.
Unless we had to.
You don't
Well,
have to.
We're more than half dead as is.
You are quickly out of, not out of their range. They have plenty of range, but you are you are very difficult to target and quickly out of their targeting solutions. There's the announcement. Okay. After a hail of these odd Union always using ballistic type heavy machine gun, railgun combination weapons, the cargo container holds. Charlie's force bubble holds. The door, however, is damaged by the shenanigans there. And for some tense moments, guess I forgot to put tense music up. Your ship is racing towards the Raza. Within scant seconds after that harrowing experience, there is a broadcast across all channels. Natario flips open the radio to receive it, and you hear in an authoritative voice, "Redcliffe is hot. Redcliffe is hot. All air and ground traffic must station and surrender immediately. You have 5 seconds to comply."
Is that their anti-shit, the planetary weapons?
Uh...
And this is when we turn off the lights.
I'm real worried if this planet has anti-planetary weapons.
Worth noting that if we do have to make a check, and Zoe did just burn all of her rerolls doing as far as I can tell, nothing. We're screwed.
Well, no, I was
That'll
getting
be
out of there with only 1 round of shooting instead of like 5 or whatever. I don't know what it actually was.
Never
Yes.
mind then.
Zoe hastened your departure considerably.
Right. Well, yeah. If you have to make a skill check, just remember if you roll below an 8, that's a total party kill here.
Cool.
That's fine. We'll probably survive somehow.
That is not
Actually,
the anti-ship weapons. Somebody in the cab that is from Astos basically says that that's when all vehicles on the ground and flying vehicles are expected to park and land in 5 seconds. It's utter chaos. It's terrifying, and it usually
It's
means
not
that
actually possible.
it usually means that the Union is coming through with heavy artillery and is going to fire and destroy anything that's moving. But it's
Yes, what about
ground-based.
things that are moving?
That's what happens when grab flyers fire within the city. Perimeter does not take kindly to it. And after that, 5 minutes later, you are at the Raza.
Dope.
I'm just gonna leave some unsolicited fucking ball lightning damage in the comments.
Excuse me. Ooh.
The drop pod docks, and crews come in to inspect the damage. The Nox, you want to roll me a d6? The EMP blast. Well, the structural damage the cargo door suffered to allow the EMP blast ended up being another 4 damage.
All right, so that's 32 of 50 hit points.
Mhm.
That has been taken. Well, it's a good thing that the other attack didn't hit, I guess.
All right. Oh, whoops.
All right.
Oh well, you're fine.
Who did we leave in charge of the bridge again?
Free. No.
I think
Shit, who was it?
I think you left Harry in charge of things.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Does he know how to pilot a ship?
No.
All right. Who's the highest ranking actual crew member here that was left on board?
Probably
Thought it was Elena.
No, Elena was on the drop pod for weapons. Ivan or Alexei.
All right, I'm going to assume Alexei was on the bridge then.
Okay.
All right. Alexei I'm going to go ahead and radio up to the bridge. Alexei, I'm coming up. Start moving us. Start getting us to the edge of the system. We're getting out of here.
Yeah. Comms back. Davos. And as the drop pod is being situated and all the repairs assessed, all the crew removed, the damage from those rounds being inspected, you feel the Raza inertial dampers kick in, tighten you to the floor, and you start moving.
Right. Let's see. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Macy, take our guest to the brig for now.
Yes, sir.
We'll interrogate him later.
Newton takes Lev to the brig.
Perfect. Oh, Lord. And then Nemesis. Is Nemesis still high?
No, Nemesis
Bob
is
and
fine.
Okay. Oh yeah, it does take a while to get up. Just get up still.
Alright, I'm going to just snap in front of Nemesis's face, make sure she's
Yeah, I'm fine. Jeez.
okay.
Oh, was that all you wanted?
No, go ahead. No, take the get a couple of crew to help you take the servers, or well, not the servers, but the information we stole off to one of your computer rooms. I want I want you to start sorting through that once you're functional.
How much weight is is each encumbrance?
I don't really know.
It's not more than 20 kilograms, right?
No.
It's not really specific.
Okay.
So
Well,
encumbrance,
regardless, regardless, my salvage drone flies by and starts picking up and hauling them off.
Okay. You also have one more small little crisis to deal with, and that is El Rada, who had taken the tsunami and then been injured for more than his own hit points. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and delay taking anyone to the bridge and immediately go help El Rada then.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh.
it really isn't a emergency situation because you've got the medical facilities with you, but unless you have lift on the ship, he is going to be out for the week as a frail person.
Well, yeah. I don't think we have lifts, but we do have. Well, we're not going to use pre-tech cosmetics. We're just going to let him heal naturally.
Okay.
Do we not have? I mean, we can manufacture lift, but I don't know if there's a time limit on that.
Yeah,
we don't have lift.
The crafting rules are weird for pharmaceuticals because they're such a cheap thing, but the rules don't really account for just. Didn't I give you something special for that, Lila?
So basically, you said I can make as much as I want depending on like how much I want to make. It still takes the same amount of time.
Okay.
But I can make it in like batches.
Okay. Gotcha.
At least that's what I remember.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay.
I just don't have any on my sheet, so I guess you'd know better.
All right. I apologize. I kind of when I'd written out the escape section there, I kind of just thought, all right, yeah, they're just gonna roll initiative, take some shots, take some shots back, and then bam, we're done. I for whatever reason I didn't expect players to want to be more involved in that. So, I'm not always the smartest GM.
It's all right.
I'm just always hunting for a way to use that EMP.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain said this will be 10 minutes tops.
Look, you give a man an EMP, you expect him to use an EMP.
Yeah. And it like we had a grav tank in there. You expect me not to try to do something weird with it? Come on. That's fine.
Hindsight's 2020. It's fine.
Charlie's going to be helping move the servers, by the way.
Okay. All right. You guys get everything moved, personnel and equipment, and begin working on repairs for the drop pod. I actually can't remember how much. I don't think my thing has repair costs for non-ship stuff. Non-ship hit points. So I will figure out the costs of that later. I don't anticipate you'll need the drop pod immediately. And I also think
Little
that
do you know, we have plans to assault March.
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
So Alexi
Somehow.
takes you to the edge of the system. Believe we finally have some news reports now. Let's see. Let me open that up. Whoops, I tried to put you in September. It's not September yet. It's still May. Okay. Well, one of the news things that I had written, you just foiled, so I will not be playing that one.
Aw.
Was it the departure of Union?
Mhm.
I assume.
Was it Union shelling their own facility?
If you'd like to hear it, I can certainly play it during the break, but I don't want it
It's an
played.
event.
Yeah, in
You-
the.
It's an
you-
event that didn't happen.
No. It could always be one of those Dewey defeats Truman sorts of deals.
Yeah, they already had it written.
Oh. Nope. You're the totally human writers and broadcasters of ABNN are quicker than that.
Mm.
There is, however, a message that you guys receive directly on the 17th, right as you're reaching the edge of Pana. Oh, and I'm skipping past all the parts where Alexei says, "Boss, there's some galactic mandate hailing us, and they're telling us to stop, and he doesn't stop, etc." So yes, there were other ships in atmosphere who did not want you leaving as quickly as you left.
Well, whoop-de-doo. Like I'm
Right.
gonna listen to the government.
But they also didn't have the
Please.
guts to stop us.
This one is not a recorded message. It is text only, but I'm still going to go ahead and post it in Artemis Black News because that's a good place to put it.
Hmm.
Oops. There's an errant quotation mark in there.
Charlotte.
So, good for you guys to know that, huh?
What do we got here?
Belief. Yeah.
As you're leaving, Pana.
Hell, honestly, I'm surprised it took them as long as it did.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, we'll change. We should change our name. Anyone have a preference now?
Serenity.
Nope. We're gonna change it to the Devil Dinosaur.
You know,
You can be Moon Boy. Moon
All
Boy,
right,
Moon
we're
Dinosaur.
we're changing the ship name to You Can Be Moon Boy.
Okay.
fine
Yeah.
by me.
There it is.
Does
did it.
Nemesis put that in?
Sure.
Do you want to also choose the letter and number designation that goes along with that?
I have no preferences there.
All right.
How
Well,
it's just 3 characters, right?
it's a combination. It's 6 characters, with either 3 or 4. I've done 2, I think, sometimes letters, and then the rest made up of numbers.
Okay.
So-
I mean, you may as well just do, what?
YCBM.
YCBM. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What? Do you want a specific number? 13, maybe, for your bad luck.
I mean, our luck's not been too bad, actually.
No, it hasn't.
No, just go
The
42.
You Can Be Moon Boy 69.
Yeah.
42.
Yeah, no,
You know, really class it up.
42.
Yeah,
Yeah, 42. You may as well. Yeah. I mean, if we're
Sure.
gonna do something, we gotta have references.
yeah, you're right.
I'm not allowed to use random numbers.
69, 42, 420. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean, we
We
are getting
got
drinks
it.
on the ship.
Yep.
Numbers
we
could
do-
just be fixed for the average of our rolls.
oh god,
Uh,
that's depressing.
All right.
excuse me.
No.
Okay.
You guys get yourself situated. Are you jumping straight out to March?
I don't suppose there was any other plan.
Yeah,
Anyone?
we're going to March. March into March.
Okay. That is only a 2 hex jump. So 12 days divided by your drive should be 4 days. Right? Right.
Yep.
Did we ever figure out what the tornado guys in Sos meant?
About what?
They left us with some kind of message at the end, right? Some kind of vaguely cryptic message.
It has been
I've forgotten.
a
whatever it was.
year. I don't remember.
I'm gonna go with no. No, we did not.
It's like the old gypsy woman said.
There's another message that comes in as you enter March.
Hopefully not intended for Libra.
Wait, hold on. I think I like spaced out for a minute. Why are we? How did we? What? We're in March already? What?
Yeah, we just flew there.
No, we're in October. Pay attention.
Was there anything that anyone wanted to do over the course of that spike drill?
I guess sort of just interrogating Lev for like his basic role, like what exactly he was working on, etc., etc.
Okay. Well, let's start that off with a either charisma, intelligence, or wisdom talk.
Ooh, letting me use intelligence. I see.
Foolish move.
Yeah, outsmart him.
As usual, the results of each attribute will be different.
Well, that was a garbage roll. Do you mind if I re-roll
Garbage
that?
person.
You may, yeah. You absolutely have. I mean, this absolutely is a new scene.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. So Jai engages him on an intellectual scientist to scientist level. Is that what I'm reading here?
Yeah.
How does he come at this? You know, give me the other sides of it. What's the social or the personal kind of connection like? What's he doing as far as trying to read him?
I don't know what you mean there.
Okay. Well, he's using moving forward. He's putting
Mhm.
forward the intellectual side, trying to engage him on the scientist level, right? That part I'm clear about. That's your 10
Okay.
right there.
Yeah. I think Jai is like bringing up the detail or like bringing up project details and engaging him like on a level of like tech or like the technical details of the projects that were going on at the time.
Okay.
Encouraging him to open up academically by asking questions there, and I guess sort of building on things from that level.
Okay. And what's Jai's demeanor?
Uh, Fairly calm. I think he came in there with coffee, just
Uh,
sat down and like got out like the spec sheets that he'd been looking at from whatever we managed to get from the drive so far, and just started going through interesting bits there and seeing if he was working on anything else.
Is he friendly, calculated, mean?
He's not really mean. He is more, I guess I'd say, calculated. He's polite, at least.
Okay.
He's engaging him as another scientist. Which is more
Then
than
I-
I can say for the rest of the crew.
And then I come in and beat him up.
Yeah, and then Zoe comes in and beats him up.
Bad cop.
Yeah.
Does she
Bad-
do it with a Rock'em Sock'em robot?
Bad scientist. No, I mean the dude's chained down. I fucking just beat him.
She grabs one of her gigantic wrenches.
Yeah. And I just sort of tap it against my hand while I talk to him. I'm out of control.
On that,
Break his kneecaps.
breaking away from that funny segue, does anybody else actually want to be involved in talking with the scientist? Even
Excuse
if
me?
that's
You thought that was just a funny segue?
even if
No.
that's breaking knees with a huge wrench.
He beats him with the Segway.
Yeah, beat him with the Segway. Obviously, I run him over with it. My
I'm
all-terrain Segway.
Anyone? Is Zoe there?
No, God, of course not.
Oops, that's
Never
a
gonna
lot.
do anything fun.
Yeah, I think Jai's the only one that cares while talking to the scientist type.
Okay. All right. Well, Lev is engaged. He interacts with Jai on the same level as Jai is interacting with him, but he's not. Excuse me. He's not volunteering a whole lot. He does confirm and correct some things.
Okay.
So
I mean, I can't imagine he's too keen on having been kidnapped.
he definitely isn't.
What do you
Oh,
mean? Shouldn't we be besties by now?
Yeah.
Maybe
the
if
sooner
you'd
he
roll
tells us what
charisma.
we want to know, the sooner he can get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you'd be best friends if you'd use charisma.
Did he actually explain what exactly his role with the union is?
Yeah, he's a lead scientist with emphasis on testing and prototyping the stuff that the engineers send to him. His main project was the cargo pods, and as he confirms Jai's analysis, it was basically done.
Interesting. What exactly is going to happen to the project now that the data stored on planet has been destroyed? We'll say.
One second. I apparently forgot to sync up my documents, so I only have my offline or my train copy. Which should still be fine. Okay, so what is going to happen with the project now that the data has been destroyed?
Yeah.
He looks irritated at that. Union will move on to another project.
Now, it was Union higher-ups who asked us to destroy this data, or at least one faction of them. Do you know why they would have considered, or why at least some of them would have considered the facility on, or the maintained presence on Pana more valuable than this project?
He was very straight-faced. It's not possible. Nobody would question underboss decision.
Really? You've never heard of a Mr. Jack?
Mr.
Doesn't
Jack.
exist.
Yeah, that's what they called themselves, I guess.
Did Mr. Jack have Union ID?
It's a great question. Did they? I didn't
How-
interact with them directly.
How would we even know how to identify it?
Does Jai call Zoe up and ask?
Yeah, might as well.
Hey, Jack, did you verify Mr. Jack's credentials?
Yeah.
Put Zoe on speakerphone so everyone can enjoy this? Or is Jai just calling her directly?
You're just calling her directly.
Okay. Xander, no, Mr. Jack didn't offer any kind of credentials, and I don't believe any were asked for.
Right.
Yep.
If that would be something Zoe would have asked for, then I can certainly provide an appropriate response to
But-
that.
We had.
No, she would have.
Okay.
I got hired to do a job. We don't open the case. Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
what are
I guess we don't
amateurs?
really care. Yeah, I guess we don't really care if it was actually a union that asked us to do it, do we?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Jai might look a little foolish now, but you know, who
Oh
cares?
no.
I'm not. Apparently, well, Jai's just going to shrug and say, "Well, either way, it's not necessarily our problem. We were just going to hand. My intention was just to hand you off to them. So I assume they'd have some use for you, especially if they were related to your former employers. But even if not,
we did get put in touch with Mr. Jack from somebody who works for.
Yeah.
right?
So I don't know how much that counts for.
How much weight that? Yeah.
Lev
Yeah.
shakes his head. Mr. Jack is a boogeyman.
Well,
Well-
you're about to meet him.
Mm. Well, they were a bogeyman we were connected with through a union contact, and who asked us to destroy your data in order to prevent your withdrawal from PANA.
Shakes his head again. Mr. Jack does not exist.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
It's an interesting thought. Either way, you're going to meet them soon.
I will meet someone
Um,
that you tell me is Mr. Jack.
Right. And
Oh, well.
they'll either recruit you or possibly kill you to clear up a loose end. Do you have any preferences there, I guess?
Hey, you want to meet this fake person you don't believe exists, or possibly die?
No.
Cake or death? Cake or death?
No. I'm not saying I'll kill them. I'm saying that Mr. Jack will possibly kill them.
I would have no interest in seeing this boogeyman. Take me to a station and let me go. I will find my way back to Liff.
Exactly how high ranked were you again?
Oh, I'm sure you know that Union values brute and muscle over brain. I'm not highly ranked.
Yes, but
Lies. Definite lies.
yeah. I mean, he also was responsible for that project, and even if they lost most of the data now, they can get a lot out of this person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, perhaps it doesn't value as much that as nearly as much as it should, but it does value the project you worked on, and which you likely have the best knowledge of.
Oh, this invisible Mr. Jack?
Not invisible.
Sorry,
Maybe.
non-existent.
Perhaps. Like I said, unless you have a better option, you'll be meeting them soon enough.
It does not matter. My life
Okay.
is in the hands of space or some other boogeyman in space. Everything is death.
Suppose that's true.
Fucking nihilists. Get out of here.
You end up with one space boogeyman, Mr. Jack, or you end up with another, which is me, I guess.
What? Where am I?
Well, where do you think you are?
On a spaceship is all I can tell.
Yeah, it's not like he saw the Raza or anything.
Well, he was walked through the halls, so if he's you've seen other people who've recognized, hey, there's something special about this by walking through the halls. Remember, that's how
yeah.
you were lured to meet Portia Lynn.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Any guesses to which spaceship?
Uh,
Lev?
some ships are best left unguessed. It is another thing like space. Does it matter if the ship is a galactic mandate ship, the Derringer, or if it is a trawler, all you can eat? Either way, it is space.
Oh, I think we're both at the. Well, no, we're more the latter than the former at this point. That's how things have been set up.
A trawler with a brig with force field doors. I do not need to ask more questions.
Well, as you like. A bit incurious, I'd say, for a scientist, but I suppose that's union training for you.
Interrupting, well, not interrupting Jai, politely waiting until Jai finishes there. A horrific cricket-like hello comes from nearby cell.
No. No. Why haven't we fucking spaced this thing yet? Gross. Nobody likes it.
I forgot we still had.
Yeah, it's angsty teenager ghost.
I forgot we still had that. I forgot we still had that connected.
I forgot that it was in the brig. I thought it was in the lab. Wasn't what's her name looking after it?
You
I
had
back in the lab.
no,
the
you
brig
had
at some
set up
point, so it's very
special
annoying.
containment in the brig.
Ah, gross.
It's probably for. Well, yeah.
Can we set its cell to like not allow sound out of it?
Oh God. What? Oh, is that thing talking again? Really? Really? What do you want?
So Lev looks over in his direction. Who is that?
Oh, that's just a space ghost. Don't worry about it.
Coast to coast.
You probably wouldn't believe in it.
He
I
does.
mean, literally, he probably wouldn't believe it if we told him.
He does raise an eyebrow, but the cricket rubbing voices, introduces itself as I forgot what his name was. Gore, I think.
I don't remember what name it had.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gore for now, just because.
I don't know if we got its name actually, because it was such an angsty teenager. I don't think it told us.
No, it
What's your
definitely did at
name?
the
It
beginning.
doesn't matter. Oh man, these guys are gonna get along great. Doesn't matter what my name is. Everything's death.
No, it definitely told you its name early on when
Okay,
it thought it had the upper hand.
Okay.
All will fear Gore.
Yeah. Unfortunately for it, it is still trapped in the horrible, mangled mess of a body, which we have confirmed it can't actually get out of at this point, right?
And,
Yeah.
And has since ignored completely because it refused to be helpful.
Right.
Gore, it is. Gur.
Oh, maybe it can teach this scientist what happens to people who aren't useful to us.
Right.
Let them
I mean,
speak.
I will say, I don't know if y'all remember, but I think Gore is much more willing to negotiate with us now.
Yeah, after being
But
in a
we
cell
didn't.
for a month.
But
we let
it
him
sounds
stew for a while, you know.
I mean, he did, and then when he was willing to talk, I like, nah, he keeps doing.
I think the exact
back.
words were even. We'll give him another month.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it was another month.
Jeez, has it been a month?
No,
I think it's been a couple weeks tops.
well.
Actually, not even that. I don't think.
I think 1 week.
Yeah, turn on the sound barriers and keep walking, I guess.
Oh God.
Walking
We refuse
here.
to engage with your hook, Dex. Get that shit out of here.
What do you... Yeah, regardless, yeah, that is indeed Gore. He is.
Space Ghost, why are you explaining to this guy?
Because I always over-explain things when I don't need to. Haven't you been paying attention?
It's accurate, I guess. All right.
True to character.
That's what my character would do.
Yeah. Look, I feel like over-explaining things is a lot better than most other excuses for what my character. It's what my character would do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like unleash a zombie virus on a planet just to see what would
I
happen.
still haven't done that.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
Guy's monologuing. He's the villain. We get it.
Oh, jeez. Wait, are we the baddies?
No, it's society that's to blame.
Oh, but we live in a society.
Oh.
Time to
Not
go
all
to
of
the
us. Just
head. Time to go to the head and play that song and dance weirdly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
God. Regardless, it is a spirit from another dimension trapped in a mangled corpse. I can show you pictures if you like.
Is it the cell right next to me? And he points over to the cell that it is in.
Yep.
Can I be moved across?
You can look at it.
Yeah, he is pointing at a cell that would be right across from it.
At least he's got some
I
curiosity.
mean, does this actually seem like a horrible scheme, or is it just because I don't think this is a horrible scheme, but also it seems like the sort of thing that could be a horrible scheme for an escape.
Why don't you roll Wisdom Notice?
Okay.
I mean, I'm more inclined to think it's just a scientist that actually is expressing some curiosity about something,
Yeah.
even if he's doesn't care about what
not
ship
want to be
he's on.
next to it because he's afraid of it.
I'm
Yeah.
giving you no information. You can interpret that however you want.
That is understandable. Thank you. Yeah, sure, fine.
Did you roll multiple dice? You did roll multiple dice, yeah. Okay. Just making
Yeah.
sure.
Hard to tell with those dice rolls.
Yes,
not?
it is. Oh, yes.
Jai rolls over 20 for a no check. Also, Jai.
Rolls 1 on 2d6.
For an insight check, that tracks.
Yeah.
All right, so do you give the guard permission to move Lev?
Yep.
Okay. There's a guard stationed outside your brig now that you have a human and a bodiless, embodied ghost in your brig. Lev settles
That's gonna
himself.
strike up the most unlikely of friendships, isn't it?
Mhm.
Lev settles himself and looks over at the cell across at the the corpse with the lump of flesh with which it's been rubbing together, lumps of flesh that it's been rubbing together for cricket-like noises, cricket-like voice. And
Jai happily explains how he put together the voice box while they're setting things up there.
Lev clearly is not educated or really experienced in the bio side, but he's able to pick up what Jai's putting down and basically re-explain for confirmation in terms of other physics, sound acoustics, and
Right.
vacuum such and stuff.
Yep.
So he has a grasp on how it's making sound, but does not have any idea, any real understanding of how it's alive or how it is managing to, make use of muscles that clearly have no blood flow or anything that human bodies need. And he asks, what shows up in scans and readings with this thing?
Depends on what sort you use. with conventional scans, not terribly much. However, if you modify scanner to detect traces of metaspatial and intraversal matter, you'll pick up what is essentially a. I guess well, we've been describing it as ghosts, or
It's
I
very
suppose
scientific.
I suppose
Entity?
a spec is more accurate.
A spec. What does this mean?
Well, I'm sure we've got records of the old scans. I'll go ahead and show him a record of the old scan.
Yeah, he's able to make some odds and ends of it. And it fascinates him that your regular sensors detect nothing from this thing, not even light.
Mm-hmm.
And he questions the readings that do detect it several times. Are you sure these aren't just false positives, or are you just making this up, etc., etc.?
No,
The lump.
unfortunately not. Unfortunately, there was a whole issue with these things before. Some matter of them invading reality to transform it into a horrific version of their own, yada yada yada. Black fleets coming, blah blah blah.
Black fleets.
Now, it's a long story.
Of course.
Suffice it to say, they're not terribly friendly. Isn't that right, Gore?
I am always friendly.
Sure you are, Gore. Do be polite to your cellmate, or I will turn off your or I will remove your speaking privileges again.
Is this? You suppose this has anything to do with that ABNN reporter David going on about ghosts and stuff?
It's possible. It's also possible that David's just insane.
Yes. That is how he sounds, isn't it?
A bit. Yes.
But then if you had described what I am seeing to me before I saw it, I would also think you were insane.
Well, yes, but I have evidence of what you are seeing, so...
Of course. And ABNN is corporate-controlled media. Cannot trust it.
Precisely, I guess. Regardless. Yeah, we are very interested in what David is saying, even if it is extremely, it's interestingly formatted, we'll say.
As
Bill?
guys having this conversation, a message is received from Libra on the ship.
Message from Libra?
Mhm.
Isn't she on the ship?
She is, yeah. Yeah, our Armstrong pings the captain and Zoe and Nemesis, and Charlie.
Did you mean for Libra?
Nope, from Libra.
What the
No, she's forwarding. I think she's forwarding us the message she received. Is that accurate, Dex?
Yeah, that is accurate.
Okay. Gotcha.
In that case, I'm going to go ahead and hearing this, Zoe, why don't you see to Libra and make sure she's not she's doing okay.
Okay.
Because that's a lot. And yeah, I'm going to make a note to like put maybe make sure crews are focused on duty a little bit more, because that is a little worrisome.
Okay. You leave Lev with Gore.
Yeah, have fun. If you hear anything interesting, let me know, and I'd be happy to talk it out.
The last thing you hear the last thing Jai hears as he's leaving is Lev asking, "Tell me about where you come from." And then crickets. Literally. Well,
Yeah.
not literally.
Cricket noises.
All right. Jai makes a visit with Elena and Harry to get the crew on task. Sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Zoe goes and visits with Libra. Libra is currently attending to various duties.
No, be specific. What's she up to?
Yeah, she's putting the thing on the thing.
Ooh.
Oh, the thing on the thing.
Mhm.
Wow, that's a real shit duty. I can't believe we assigned that to her.
Well, she was a bad girl. Powered up weapons
Don't
in the
make this.
cargo bay.
Don't make this weird.
It's too late.
I thought the game was supposed to be like PG-13.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez.
I don't know about that. She looks up as Zoe approaches. She is in cargo bay. She's double checking the cargo. She's actually doing what Zoe would probably think. This is just busy work. They already secured it. Well, I don't know what Zoe's thinking, but it would look to a normal bystander like busy work. The cargo has already been secured. It was checked when it was secured, and it's being checked again.
Well, yeah, because the cargo could escape while we're in space.
Sure. That doesn't usually happen, but it could.
I was being sarcastic.
And I was playing along with it.
Oh.
She looks over at Zoe.
What's up? It's the haps. Let me into your inner mind and being, but don't talk to me too much.
She does take a couple seconds to form her response. I am resecuring cargo that has already been secured.
Yeah? Do you think that's necessary?
I do not.
Well, the the positron fluctuators in deck 3 need some work. You want to help me with that?
One second. Where's
Need
my
realignment?
list? Yeah.
They need. We need to scrap the torsion angle frame to boost gigaflops in the quantum Jingleheimer.
Libra looks at Zoe and then looks over to where another of the crew is securing cargo elsewhere in the bay. Take Wenzel. He is not needed here.
Oh, you thought that was a suggestion. See, that's where the miscommunication happened. I'm sorry, that was on me. Come with me. We're going to go Dingleheimer the Schmushin Floppers.
Don't make
I'm
this
making
weird.
shit up. I'm making shit up, but I assume that this tech stuff actually makes sense in character.
Yeah.
Everyone that's
Jargon
listening,
is-
just replace everything that Xander says for Zoe with something that makes sense. That works.
Yeah. Some
That
tech,
makes science sense.
some tech nonsense. Look, we're gonna reverse the positronic fields until something works. God damn it!
Libra takes another couple seconds to form a calculated response. I thought you did not
What?
want to be near me.
I just don't want you to be armed, but not like I don't want to remove your arms. You can keep that. Never mind, it's a bad joke. Just come on. I talk better while my hands are busy.
She inclines her head and follows Zoe.
We get the toolkit. We get the thingamajig. We do some machining. I don't know. I don't actually know what's involved in repairing whatever I said needs to be fixed.
Well, I think the important point to hit on is it actual work or is it just busy work?
No, it's actually something that needed to be done.
Okay.
I mean, it probably could have been done by somebody else, but it is something that needed to be done.
Okay. Well, Libra follows along and helps out where she's able.
And while we're doing it, while we're fixing the thing,
Mm-hmm.
I try and draw her out about this message.
What do you mean draw her out?
Get her talking about it. Find out what the fuck's going on. I don't actually understand it all that much. I think it means that all of her friends are dead, but not
Well,
sure if that's-
how is Zoe approaching that? And I'll give you a little additional information. Um, Libra doesn't seem to. It hasn't given any indication that she knows what message Zoe is talking about.
we said it. Yeah, because it just bypasses her, right?
Well, according to Armstrong, it came from her, as if it was sent as any other message that the Libra might send to, the ship.
What?
It
What?
confounded
I
Armstrong too.
I don't understand what the fuck is happening. So I just do the Zoe thing, and I just fucking ask. Subtlety is for suckers. Hey Libra, what the fuck does this mean? Like, what the fuck? Libra, tell me
Does
what's going on.
does Zoe, when she says this, is she referring to the message, or does she tell Libra the message?
I would say like that we received a message from her, and I wouldn't like tell her exactly what it said, but like I'd give her the Cliff Notes version.
Okay. She listens. And go ahead and roll me a wisdom notice.
Oh, great.
See if you can beat Jai.
Just great. Nothing I love more than a good old wisdom notice check. It's what you pay me for. It's what I'm good at.
Where is Charlie in all this?
Yeah, I totally notice everything.
Libra appears to have no
Emotion
visible
one way or the other,
response.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Tracks.
And she responds.
One day I'm gonna get like a charisma notice check for these social checks.
One
One
day,
day.
maybe. She responds. I set up to forward messages from my friends.
Well, I'm sorry to.
Please read to me the contents of this message.
Okay, but you see, I'm worried that there's like a mimetic trigger inside the message. So can I rearrange the words in such a way that like she won't get triggered? Like I don't know how mimetic triggers work. Like does she have to watch a screen and talk about Miranda or
Um, for androids receiving orders, they have to be So I kind of get what you're asking, and there's
like is there a code phrase that would have to be too long that it couldn't possibly be in this message?
yeah, no, I think that's definitely a reasonable concern. There could easily be coded triggers for programmed brains
Mhm.
with certain word combinations. With this one, as it's written, being all very common words,
Mm.
Zoe would probably think it's very unlikely that there are triggers in this.
Right.
You'd get a trigger from a message that said something like banana pie. No,
No,
that's
no, it would be specifically longing, rusted, furnace, daybreak, 17, benign, 9, homecoming.
or
Like
how about just a
great
rusted
card.
banana?
You just triggered her. Ah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I specifically triggered the Winter Soldier, so I think we're okay.
yeah. That's
Yeah, it's weird. It was the exact same phrase.
it. It wouldn't have to be a particularly long one. It just would have to be words that you'd never get together, like rusted banana in a barn.
I mean, you obviously have not experienced the Friday nights that I have experienced. But
Bananas don't rust.
okay. Not with
I
that
mean, it could be
attitude.
covered in rust fungus. Because rust fungus is a thing that affects fruit.
Yep.
Stop being realistic.
Okay, fine.
No,
That was realistic.
but yeah, this doesn't seem like it would contain any kind of triggers.
Okay, and does 22N-4 mean anything to me? Like, is that
Yeah,
a
that's the naming convention. Libra has a similar name.
right? Okay, that's right. We gave
Actually,
her
sorry,
we gave her Libra after.
yeah, 22N-4 is her name.
Right. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Then yeah, I will tell her what the message says.
What does the message say?
What's in the box?
She nods upon hearing it.
Twilight Blitz.
I would like to leave the ship at the next opportunity.
Okay, can you tell me why?
I want my weapons back. I am a
mean,
danger to
yeah.
this crew with weapons.
Yikes, that's terrifying looking. All right.
What?
Sorry, the picture of a rusted apple is pretty funny.
Oh. And there are. I need to grieve.
Okay. Do you want to tell us? I don't know why I'm referring to myself as an us. Can you tell me more about the Twilight Sparkle? No, what the hell's it actually called? Blitz? Twilight Blitz?
It is a perimeter stealth ship. It was the
That wasn't
first
the
message that triggered me.
Wait.
No, what were you asking there?
So they were the ones that sent the message that triggered you?
So a little bit of history on that.
Or is
And
that the ship that we took them off of? I don't.
It wasn't
I'm
the
not
ship you took them
100%
off
on my
of.
Libra lore.
No, and I haven't done a great job of presenting all of these news in concise detail here, or not concise detail, but a chronological order, in easy to read format. So I think 7. Yeah. You can search in Discord for 20M-7, and that'll get you both messages. The first one was sent back in August, our time, saying that yeah, it didn't list the ship by name, but it did list that another android had been lost during an operation, and you guys had found out from Libra after her nearly explosive incident that the cradle operation is done using stealth ships, and she basically said this means that the Trin now likely have stealth tech. With this new message, she is confirming that Twilight Blitz is a stealth ship. She disputes the assertion that the vital tech has been undiscovered, and she expands on that conciseness to say that what's being reported to her is that the Trin did not discover the stealth tech on that ship, but she thinks that that is incorrect.
Right.
Um,
So I would say something to Libra about, like, if we put her down on a planet, she's gonna get got. She's gonna get mind screwed. She's gonna get whatevered, right? And does that help with her, like, her plan to help out? Like, doesn't she want to be free?
I will be more helpful returning to perimeter than I am here on this ship without weapons.
Yeah, well, we just took the weapons away until we can figure out how to, you know, keep
I'm
you from
being
getting.
evasive. It's a human trait I've picked up.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of that going around on this ship.
We
Is
are
there?
not
I don't
doing
actually
anything
think
to
that's
help
true.
my sisters on this ship. Whether I have weapons or not, that truth is not changing. And if going back to perimeter can help them, then that is what I should do.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Do you actually think that that is going to help them?
I'll be one more gun
Becoming.
fighting
Yeah.
against the Trin.
I mean, do you think one more gun's actually gonna help?
It out of character, it's worth noting because Zoe would probably have been informed about this by now, but Nova has explicitly stated that the Trin are going to be gunning for us specifically too.
Oh yeah, because we done pissed them off.
Yeah.
We didn't hold up our end of the bargain with them.
Yeah.
So if Zoe wants to use that information,
Oh yeah, because we are a big fucking distraction to the Trin. I mean, yeah. So yeah, I guess I'd tell her that too.
I don't want to kill Trin. I want my sisters to not die.
Mm-hmm. And you don't think being a distraction would keep the Trin from killing your sisters? When you say sisters, do you mean your fellow, um, yeah, what's the word? Sentient android, like advanced androids? What word did we come up with to explain the
at Ada.
Adas, fellow Adas?
All androids, whether they have programmed sentience or you humans would call real sentience. She turns a little more squarely to Zoe setting down whatever tool she's holding, cocks her head. Do you think a being that is programmed to experience love and joy and pain feels that experience less than a human?
I would have many arguments about whether or not we can truly say that humans are not just meat puppets programmed to experience whatever. But
I would agree with you, depending on which side in those arguments you take. We are not different. Only our bodies.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that, I mean, yeah, I don't see how that really changes anything. Sort
I
of out of
feel
left field there.
I feel things more strongly than other androids on your ship, like Switch. But in Switch's
No,
programming is the capacity to feel.
Is there? This is actually me asking the DM. Like, weren't they programmed to just like simulate those things, not actually feel them?
Yes, they were programmed to simulate things, and with an Android like Switch, with a non-ADA, you can lock out those parts of the program.
Right.
Basically, it's a subroutine that you can say, don't go sub.
Right, because I mean, it's not always good to have a robot that cries when you kill its puppy.
Yeah, and most people end up doing that. Most people don't want their Android bot or their butler or Android bot, their butler bot or their dog walker to think emotionally, to emulate emotions. And so that is actually the more default state for Androids. They come packaged with a bunch of personalities and various emulations, some good, some bad. Um, Not in the sense of like it's emulating bad things, but in the sense that it's a poor emulation and easily seen through. But those are all hidden behind. Sometimes they're hidden behind paywalls. Sometimes they're just, if you get the luxury model, they're just default off, and you have to specifically go in and say, I want this Android to emulate a romantic sap.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's worth noting that she's actually contradicted herself a bit here because she did note that she wanted to rejoin Perimeter to be a gun against the trend, and now pointing out that she's saying she wants to fight the trend, but also she said here she doesn't want to fight the trend. You might want to clarify on how she actually wants to help there. Arch?
Yeah, sorry. Um,
Do we want to take our 15-minute break? Give some
yeah, that
time
would
to.
actually be kind of helpful because I'm trying to do two conversations at once here.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
sorry.
let's go ahead and take our 15-minute break. We'll be right back. All right, bringing us back into frame. We are in the middle of Zoe having a philosophical conversation with a disarmed Libra.
Right. That's
Uh,
probably something I should have thought about while we were on break.
Yeah, probably.
That's perfectly fine. Libra had just asked if basically had just alluded to the simulated experiences of androids, and if because Zoe had said that humans might just be meat bags also, if that's really any different from the simulated experience of even the androids who are less capable of expressing those experiences.
Right.
And Lulu also wanted to point out a little seeming contradiction with Libra, that she had said she wanted to be one more gun against the Trin, but then she later said that she doesn't actually want to fight the Trin. Or she doesn't want to actually kill Trin.
So I guess the real question is, I mean, like the philosophy is interesting, I guess, but the real question is, do you think you could help your sisters more by becoming a slave of perimeter again, or is there something you can do on this ship?
I have no authority on the ship. And the ship has indicated, has not expressed any intention of helping my sisters.
Now, hold on. How long ago did we pick her up again?
I don't know.
At this point, it's been at least 6 months.
No, it
Probably.
hasn't. It has not been nearly that long.
It's been a
In
while.
character.
Well, no, because we picked her up before we did maintenance in March, and then it's been 6 months since we did maintenance, so.
No, we picked her up after that.
Yeah, I think
We had to go through. We went through March.
Yeah, I think it was after the maintenance. Because if we got maintenance in March, I think we went to March, did the maintenance, and then we flew up to Trinidad Shade. One or the other.
Oops, that did not open. There we go. Alright, let me pull up my sheet here, see if Libra's on it.
Yeah, so I think my thoughts here is it's not actually been that long, and like all the suggestions I had for actually helping were basically shot down. So I'm like, I'm not sure what she wants me to do.
Searching for Libra also picks up Calibrate. That's annoying.
Why didn't you see this coming?
Right, never use the word calibrate. That's the real lesson here.
You search up the word Libra with a space after it.
Oh, there's 22-N-4. That's good. So, she joined on April 13th. Let's remove that filter. And April 14th was... Oof, yeah. Before you, Oh, we're just looking for a date here. April 14th, or sorry, not April 14th. January 13th. So it's been 4 months.
Hmm.
Can we subtract travel time?
Nope.
We can't do anything during travel time.
Oh, you can absolutely talk to people during travel time.
I mean, we can't do anything. We can't do anything to help during travel time.
There she is in the proper tracker. Okay. Yeah. So that is the those are the two kind of conundrums that Libra is presenting you with. Libra wants to leave the ship with her weapons returned. And she is giving reasons for that of she wants to be more active in helping keep her sisters alive. And she does Zoe bring up the contradiction?
Yeah.
Okay, she will clarify that what she means is she does not specifically want to go out and kill Trin. There is no desire to kill Trin. She wants to do whatever is necessary to keep her sisters safe. If that involves killing Trin, then that is a side effect to her.
Well, okay. I mean, this is where we bring up the whole fucking ships are safe in the harbor, but that's not what they're for argument. I mean, if you really want to keep your sisters safe, you wrap them in bubble wrap and put them on a shelf somewhere. I mean,
She responds, convince Perimeter to wrap my sisters in bubble wrap.
that's what I'm trying to say. If we set you up so that you are, unable to be controlled by a perimeter, and then we send you back, then you can get in there, you can free your sisters, and then, that's what I'm saying here.
Why should I trust that you will do this?
I mean, have I ever not done something I said I would? Have I? Shit. I don't actually remember if I have said. Oh yeah, the big one. We screwed over the fucking friend. That's right. But only when it became clear that we weren't gonna give a bunch of mass murdering fuckheads a bunch of mass murdering weapons. I mean, I feel like that one was.
You have been evasive, telling me when you'll return my weapons.
Yeah, well, I mean, the answer there is not exactly a cut and dry answer. I mean, actually, no, I have given you a cut and dry answer. I'll give you your weapons back when we know you can't be controlled by perimeter anymore.
Are you working on that?
Yes? I haven't been working on anything else yeah, because I was working on
It's been 2 days, or it's been like a day. Come on.
Well, I mean,
we're a
arguably
little
that's been a
busy.
concern. That's been a concern the whole time Lever's been on board, though.
Has it?
There
Alright,
have been
well,
the
fair enough,
perimeter
whatever.
controlling her? Yes.
I thought that. Okay.
Okay, yeah, but also Dex said it was literally impossible to change that though. So
Yeah.
I have ideas.
I mean, like I had a lot of ideas, but Dex said it was literally impossible for that to be changed. So I kind of put them on the back burner
I
there.
guess the trick is to just destroy perimeter.
Or just whoever is signed up as their owner, right?
Unfortunately, it is the corporate entity Perimeter that's...
Corporations aren't people.
In this world, they are.
Dex.
And in our world, they are. Legally.
Wait. So if androids are property, can we just put Libra in space and then wait a month and then come back and salvage her to take ownership?
In the various salvage laws, androids that can identify their owner remain property of that owner.
All right, so we take away her mouth bits.
No. We just remove her memory and then leave her, and then just leave her for a month and then grab her and then she's ours.
That didn't work for Android.
Yeah. She had her memory removed and she was still like, my master.
Yeah, she's very annoying about it.
No, but we're gonna figure out like the Ada meditation technique that they can do every day to tell themselves, "You're a real boy."
But no,
Nobody owns you. Fucking
yeah.
Ada affirmations. It even has alliteration in it. So how can you argue with me?
I don't know.
I need one more
But
A in there.
The situation is kind of weird to me just because it hasn't actually been that long that she's been on board. 4 months is not really a long time, and again, I'm not sure what she really wants here.
She-
I mean,
what
I
she
guess
really,
she's
really
react.
wants. She wants.
I guess she's
she wants
reacting to the. I guess she's reacting to the to like her depression situation after hearing the friends were destroyed. But like again, it's not been a long time, and like what does she want us to do?
I mean, you're welcome
Here.
to have that conversation with her.
I'm not here. This has all been Zoe. Like, if Zoe wants to call me in, I can start asking questions. But
Well-
also, we've been on this conversation for like more than an hour.
An hour. Yeah. Let's move it to space time. Yeah. I mean, so she like it, I ask her if there's any way I can convince her to stay. Because she has been, useful on the ship. But I mean, she's not a slave. She can leave if she wants, I guess.
But we'll still try to dissuade her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna try and talk her into staying because she has been useful.
Prove to me that you have my and my sister's interests at heart.
We're gonna have to change all of our plans here now, aren't we?
Total rewind.
All right, instead of the Red Cliff heist, we actually just go immediately to help leave now.
Okay, so
Okay, all right.
Again,
How?
but my question is how? Yeah, how are we supposed to have your sisters like whatever at heart when there's no way to fucking help them?
Like,
Well, I mean, you get them all on board the ship and put them in the same situation as Libra, I guess.
oh, I guess we could destroy perimeter, but downside, if we actually go to war against perimeter, we have to shoot a bunch of androids.
Yeah, that's not exactly the best plan.
Unless we can somehow sneak them all on board the Raza like we did Libra.
Well, I won't make you guys belabor this point in conversation here. That is Libra's answer. If you want to bring it up later,
Yeah,
or
Look, she's gonna have to do some thinking. Get back to us with a quest because I don't know what the hell she wants. I am perfectly happy to go back to working on the Android scanner and see if that can be used in some way to like pinpoint the control node and we can zap it with lasers or whatever. But
okay. Well, you want to have Zoe start working on that again?
yeah. I mean, she's not working on anything else.
Okay.
This means I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time with Libra because I'm gonna have to scan that head a lot.
Okay.
I think I don't actually know.
Yeah, probably. She and Android are your only two known ADAs on the ship, and which would you rather have with you?
Yes.
Saw that coming.
Go ahead and
Either.
roll me an int fix check.
I mean, wouldn't it help to have both for comparisons?
Gross. In the same room. Disgusting. Oof. Jeez, what's with my rolls today?
I know, right? All right. So, you are in March. Let's put you on the March map, which I very rarely use. If I can find it. Why aren't these in alphabetical order? Oh, they are. Okay.
It's just filed under H for March.
Well, all of the other system maps are they have a different graphic because Roll20 decides that it's going to pick up the largest single image on that map and use that as the thumbnail. March has that whole space cloudy thing, and to position it how I wanted it, that ended up being a larger actual image than the space background. So I've got all these systems that are just thumbnails of the space background, and then March, which is the exact opposite, because it's just those little purplish lilac flecks on a white background. It's dumb.
Where were we going after March?
You guys were planning
Again?
to meet up with Mr. Jack in Holau, I believe.
Oh, we're going back to. Oh god, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose all of our interesting NPCs.
Wait, what's going on now?
You know, as soon as we go back to fucking Hawaii planet, that the Rock is gonna want to leave us.
No, that's not it. That is in Maribia, I guess. Holau
Yeah.
is some other thing that I'm actually not sure why it's named that, but it is.
Page 17.
I will probably do some renaming of systems and planets after this campaign to go with the convention of planet name is star name prime.
Yeah, because who the hell names like?
I don't know, like Sol and Sol 1.
Yeah, but nobody fucking calls them that. They're Earth, Venus, and Mars.
Yeah, I prefer the planets having individual names. I don't know.
No,
We'll see.
what I'm saying is that the system name and the main planet name should be the fucking same. I don't care what it is. This is the Earth system, and if you don't like it, well, create a population on Mars and then nuke Earth from orbit. Like,
And then it
now
can
it's
be the Mars system.
And then it could be the Mars system. There you go.
So wait, the only way for our home system to be the Sol system is if we blow up all the other planets and just
Colonize the sun? Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Planet Milky Way. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Fine. So,
I
yeah,
love
we'll
the
put
Milky Way.
we'll put wait. Yeah, we'll put Libra off to learning to trying to figure out an actual thing that we could properly do to help her fellow androids. Fine. We're all okay with that. It's just that the only option so far were dealing with the ship she was on somehow without destroying any of the androids, which all the solutions to that I suggested were impossible, at least as I was told. And dealing with Perimeter and Spectre Star directly, which, like, we're inclining to do, but it like 4 months is not enough time to do that. Come on, be realistic there, Miss Robot. And otherwise, yeah,
Oh.
we're just going to hello.
Oh, this is where the mercenary swarm is.
Yes.
Would it
Alright,
be absolutely impossible to just strike a deal with Perimeter and purchase all of her sisters?
You probably not.
I mean, as soon as we express interest, they're gonna be like, "Why?" Right?
Yeah.
And also, no, there's all sort of classified information stored on those robots.
I mean, now there is, now that you brought it up.
And our last heist of androids didn't seem to go so well. So
Yeah, that
We can't
went. In fact, you know what? Yeah, let's hold that. Let's roll back to that. That didn't go well at all. In fact,
So we can't even offer them like an army in trade. I wonder how many of those robots were Ada's.
none of them apparently. We checked.
We did.
Yeah, we did check.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dex.
Uh-huh.
Why does this trade supplement not have any rules for March?
It should.
No one cares about March.
It's the goddamn trade hub of the entire fucking place.
I could have sworn I wrote something for March and had. That's in fact that's why I didn't put it in my notes as being needed, because I was like, yeah, of course it's already done.
Okay, well, you can buy anything in March, right?
Yeah, I think that's the general consensus.
All right. Well, I want some astronautic and military stuff. Although I'm not sure how long we're actually going to be in March. Don't we have to find the pilot Isn't that what we said we were gonna do here?
Didn't you want to do maintenance?
We're there long enough to do maintenance, and then yeah, I already wrote down what I thought we should be doing in March. I think.
And we're obviously here long
doing
enough to
planning.
find an electro drone.
Well, you're here long enough to do that.
Oh, there it is.
And then I did suggest
After
doing some-
Ironclad? What does that mean?
what?
Sorry, I'm trying to find the plan, and the last thing that looks plan-like is Dex doing something about after Ironclad. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what you're. I
Ironclad was the name of the facility that we attacked. That we heisted.
What? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was my list of homework.
um
Okay.
I have a thing. I wrote down more detailed stuff a few posts ahead above that.
There. There you go. It is pinned now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Haven't you ever heard of a bullet point list?
That's what Dex did, and you didn't understand that.
Well, I just didn't know what Ironclad was. Nobody has ever said that word in my presence.
Yes, they have. It's just it
How
wasn't
dare
very
you.
important to us. We didn't care the place was called Ironclad
Yeah, alright.
because we're probably terrible people.
If I learn their names, then I have to feel bad when they die.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you don't really.
Okay. Yeah, so I should have plenty of time to do some trading.
Yeah.
You should.
Go talk to your daddy,
I don't want to.
but he actually might be one of the better options for trading right now.
Okay, well, if I, have to go through my trading contacts and they lead me to him, then fine. But I'm
Right.
not going straight to my daddy.
Well, fair enough. Regardless, so far as things to sell, we do have the information we just stole, which I think we can set up properly that we can go talk to Jack or we can sell it at such a time, make the transfer at such a time that Jack won't know what's going on when we actually go to talk to them, which is perfect for us, I think.
Well, I mean, they also have to travel through March, right? So they're going to get information. If we sell this stuff and then all of a sudden it shows up on the market, they also have to travel through March.
Well, they're going to have to travel through March, but they're also going to be leaving March before we do. Because we
Yeah.
have to be here for a while to get repairs done.
Yeah, or we could just set it up as part of the deal that they have to sit on it for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably not ready for market anyway, right? It's from an R&D lab.
Yeah. They're basically, it's not too big a deal. We will be able to get that done so long as we make a few notes there to not to. So long as we make some people sign an NDA, we're good. Otherwise, what the fuck is in our inventory right now? We've got 39 tons of pre-tech ship salvage, 40 tons of pre-tech Kanagirish salvage, 6 tons of art, 103 tons of agricultural robots. Oh, wait, no, 103 agricultural robots.
That's right, I forgot about those. All our John Deeres.
Yeah,
Yep.
I entirely forgot about those.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm not sure where we're gonna sell those, but they'll be important later.
What does Lamiera actually want?
That's a question that could be answered if there was a page for them in the trade supplement.
And where the hell is there no
Dex.
page?
I don't
Dex.
know why there isn't. I'm positive I wrote it. It might have gotten overwritten, or I may just have thought I wrote it and was wrong. So it doesn't exist yet.
We've
Oh.
traded here before, though. I mean,
Yeah, I thought you had. Would anybody object to a short session today?
Nah, that's fine.
No.
Yeah, I can live with it.
Okay.
We can figure this stuff out.
Particularly means particularly if it increases my odds of getting an electro drone. Eh?
Eh?
Oh, I've got that planned.
Oh yeah. Do you need me to work my trade magic and be like, hey, where can I find?
Yeah, let's
Practically sentient drones. Can I get an Ada electro drone?
Like we might have to rob a museum. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna go ahead and move this back over here so you know what we have in the actual.
Move what over where?
I'm gonna just move the ship inventory over here so you know what we have like in the cell box.
Oof.
Oh yeah. Gotcha.
Okay.
It's a little messy and probably should be fixed up again, but we also have the research.
Yeah, the stuff, the doohickeys, the info.
Yeah, research data.
I feel like we should just take the ground cars out of like our general inventory. We're never gonna sell those. And didn't the advanced weapons get put into our armor?
1 ton of them did.
Oh, okay.
So let's go ahead and wrap up today with one of these points, at least one of these points, touched on. Nemesis is clearly very excited to try and get an electro drone here on March, having done some research and learning that yes, they are available. Am I correct in all that?
Sorry, repeat specifically whether the electro drones are available.
Yeah, having done some research and electro drones are available. They are present and available for sale on March.
Okay.
They're not all over the place for reasons that I put in chat there. You know,
Yes.
they still are technically pre-tech. And they're very expensive, as is reflected by their cost in the book. They're not more expensive than that. So it still takes a bit of networking to find them, or a certain someone who knows how to find things easily. And it sounds like Zoe is putting in the effort for Nemesis to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
It does not take Zoe long at all to find that there is a roadblock to getting your electro drone.
They are kept in a museum.
They're not kept in a museum, however.
Darn.
The sale of electro drones is being protested by influencer and celebrity Alice Candor.
What a fee.
So we just have to assassinate a celebrity. That's fine.
Well,
No, we just have to ruin her. We have to start a beef so that we can both grow our fan bases.
why don't we go ahead and have Zoe roll me a either connect or trade. Either is considered a trade check for more information to because I assume she's gonna dig on what exactly is going on. What the heck is this person doing,
Yeah.
right?
What is?
Oh
the
man, that's
problem?
big.
Oh Jesus, yikes! She's bigger than a planet. She is an infinity. Or a gravity
Dig into her
influence.
space Twitter and find an off-color tweet she made somewhere in the last 700 years.
No, I mean, I feel
Now
like
she's just the size of March, so it's okay.
yeah, I feel like influencers are
Or
probably
not the
more savvy in the future. They know how to delete something.
They also I've had to come to terms with the fact that you know what, as much as I don't want it, deep fakes are really freaking good already. They'll be even better in the future, and so that's just something that people have to deal with. And video evidence isn't always all that reliable. Just seeing somebody who presumably said something isn't taken for face value all the time.
Yeah, how do I know this person's actually protesting the sale of electrodrones? It could be someone just pretending to be them.
Well, there are so on a 13.
I know everything.
Yes, Alice Candor, backed by the company Alder. I'm going to start putting this in discussion for you. I should probably just copy paste as the nominative spokesperson of Alder, which is Android Life Discovery and Emergency Rescue.
Mhm.
Is a subsidiary of Mercure Corps,
Oh, gross.
and has the full faith and financial backing of Mercure Corps. This Alder does.
Who cares?
That
Someone
has
like you.
lawfully petitioned the Council of March for a moratorium on the sale of any VI or sentient kind of intelligence. There are some initial
Fine, I'll make friends with them if they let me. Jeez, what they would do with them?
Well, that actually is part of it. This is Lemmy so protests take a different form. Nobody's standing outside of shops picketing. That would be very messy and loud, and Lemmy hates that. It's essentially audio graffiti. This protest takes the form of a sort of validation before a drone maker or reseller can sell a drone maker. I wrote this before realizing, hey, this is all pre-tech. Before a drone, okay.
An archaeologist?
Drone makers make other drones, just happen to have electro models, so it still fits.
Drone dealers.
Drone
It's like
dealer.
you have like a drone dealership.
Yeah. Before a drone
My dad
dealer
was a drone dealership.
can sell an electro model. Alice has set up an ongoing event in a local park, abiding by all local noise and aesthetic ordinances, and prospective buyers must obtain a validated credit stick from her.
What? How does she have that kind of power?
Well, she's petitioned
How
the
one-
Council of March.
How does
And
one girl
they've
have all that
grant-
power?
And they've granted it.
Yeah.
well, it's just got
Here's-
quite some financial backing.
Here's a better idea, I think. What about? Surely there's some sort of black market on March, right? Surely.
Of course.
Why don't you look for it there?
You certainly could do that.
I think Zoe has magic black market finding powers too, doesn't she?
She does, yeah. She can use the same exact focus to try and find it in other ways. In fact, I would consider it the same use. This is just the first thing that comes up. If Zoe wants to kind of keep looking for other sources of it, this is where the other lines in that focus of someone may know that you're seeking this information out, that you're seeking out this item. This kind of intensive and quick searching is not always going to go unnoticed. So is that a choice that Zoe wants to make, to dig deeper and find black market electrodrones?
I don't think that's necessary yet. We might be able to just buy this girl off.
You know what? That's ultimately Nemesis's problem, I think.
I mean, it's ultimately Zoe's problem. Either way, I want to get an electrodrone. I'll leave it to Zoe to figure out how that. Thanks, Zoe.
Right, so I'm gonna get you a paper mache one. I'm gonna get you a model
well,
one. Just get you a model kit. Have fun with that shit.
If the model kit comes with the VI, then I'm good.
So Zoe and Nemesis are both able to look over the legal paperwork because it's all public filing on this. It actually is a situation where you convince Alice as this spokesperson here that you would be a suitable companion for a VI, would not put them at harm. Basically, convince her that you deserve to have a VI and that you don't treat it as a lesser inferior being.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. She is a drone girl, like there are horse girls. but she has power. It's terrible.
Nearly all sellers.
Can you use your connections on Lemire to have her like assassinated or something?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Just steal her face or whatever it is you do.
It's not even all that expensive to have people assassinated. For you guys.
Especially for me, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it goes up to like 50,000 credits.
Just go up to your dad and say, "Daddy, I want someone to die."
Their name is Alice. No.
At that point, wouldn't it be exactly as easy to say, "Daddy, I want the robot," and then
Yeah,
just get the
exactly.
robot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is identical levels of difficulty.
Now, one issue you
one
may run
involves
into
killing
with just
someone.
assassinating her is that she's the nominative spokesperson of this movement. There are still presentations and arguments in front of the council scheduled
Wait, is
for
her-
October.
Her name's not in the. She's not the nominative. Don't fucking use that word if you don't know what it means. Her name's not in it.
Oh, is that what that means? I'm going to use the word how I want to use it. Now it means
Alright.
she is the important person.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, I mean, the good news
Oh.
though is, I mean, I think we can go through this legitimate route. It's like I'm not looking, because thankfully I decided not to go for the combat drone.
Well, I mean, you can always add combat shit on later, like no big deal.
Maybe. I don't know for sure that's going to be the case with this one, the electro drone.
Okay, well,
That may be a future project, just being able to mod the an electro drone. But anyways,
at 8:00.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be really easy just to say, it's like I just really want a drone for sightseeing nature on various planets without disturbing it.
So that's
We can
what
enjoy the sights together. Yeah, I just want a travel companion.
that's
somebody
what you
to
get
be
to
my
look-
friend.
Yep, that's what you get to look forward to next week. Do we have any scheduling conflicts next week?
I
I
don't think so.
Yeah,
should be all right. I've been
so.
working nights, so there's a chance I'll sleep in a bit, but we'll find out. I haven't done
Also,
it for a while.
Alice Candor as a name has actually come up in news before.
Oh,
Under
Here we
the
go.
"You Make Me Wanna Puce" from April.
Yeah, I see that. Alice Candor dropped Jaws today when she unironically announced support for VI rights wearing a transparent dress designed by UGG.
All right. Oh yeah, I don't want to read.
Oh
this
yeah,
shit.
I know. I'm gonna guess I know who wrote this one.
Oh yeah.
Candor with a K. Right. Okay.
Now, it wasn't transparent in the sense of showing all of the fleshy bits. It was transparent in the sense of completely see-through body.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to the robot in Ex Machina, in fact.